Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Esther, and I am in the studio with a very special guest, Christopher Columbus.
Hello, people from the future. My name is Cristóbal Colón. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Well, Christopher, let's start the round of questions. Let's start with an easy one. Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Genoa, Italy on October 31, on the year of 1461.
What can you tell us about your life?
Well, I started out as a modest artisan and merchant, as was custom in my family. But at a young age, I made contact with the sea through coastal shipping for commercial purposes. I settled in Lisbon as a commercial agent for the Centurion House, for which I made trips to Madeira, Guinea, England, and even Iceland around the year 1477. Sometime later, I dedicated myself to the elaboration of maps and acquiring a self-taught training. I learned the classical language through that training, like ancient Greece and Romanese, which allowed me to read ancient geographical treasures. In the 1480s, I decided to open a commercial naval route in Asia to the west, but I needed the permission of kings and governors and emperors of that time. In 1492, I made the first of 4 trips to the Americas. In the fourth trip, I returned home as a discoverer as a new world with riches, and the kings gave me the title of viceroy.
Tell me, how was the style on clothing you used at that time?
Well, the basic wardrobe for men in this period of time consisted of a shirt, a doublet with stockings, and some type of overgrowth that was a turning word over clothing, like a jacket.
Tell me, what did you do and what did left do to the world?
Well, I was a navigator, a cartographer, an admiral of the Navy of Spain and England. I was viceroy and governor of the West Indies at the service of the Crown of Castile. That was between the years 1493 and 1100. And about what I contribute to the world, well, I discovered a new world. I discovered America.
Wow, that a bit arrogant, but it's true. So let's move on the next question. When did you make the other trips to the America?
Well, the second trip I ever did was in the year of 1493, and I returned in the 1496. I spent 3 years in the Americas. The third was in the 1498 to the 1100, and the fourth and last trip, I really shame it was my last trip. It was from 1502 to 1504.
Originally, the king did not give you permission to make the trips. So how did you get the permits for that company?
Well, Queen Isabel la Católica approved my project through the mediation of the King's Treasurer, Luis de Santander, as a result of the taking of Granada. The Queen signed the so-called capitulations of Santa Fe, by which she granted me a certain series of privileges, such as a counterpart to my risky company.
What were the names of the 3 ships with which you started the first trip?
Oh, I could never forget those majestic ships. It was La Pinta, La Niña, and Santa Maria.
Were you arrested at some point in your life?
Yes, the uprising of the settlers of Hispaniola forced my dismissal as governor as my sending as a prisoner to Spain. After being trained and rehabilitated, the privilege that the king and queen had me at that time were reviewed. Fearing that he would leave all the power of the West Indies, I retired from the viceroy power and undertook the fourth and last trip to the Americas.
When did you die?
I died in May 20 in the year of 1506 in Valladolid, Castilla at the age of 54.
Thank you.
You are welcome.